Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with SmartOptionTrading.com. It's Thursday, the 20th of February, and this is your daily recap. Not the easiest of days here in the markets today. And let's talk about a couple of things first before we go into everything. So, in my morning setups video I do every day for my subscribers, I talked about how the action didn't feel great today, that I didn't have a lot of conviction. The market felt off. Why? Well, we were gapping down for no reason today, right? And you look at this on a 5-minute chart. We were closed up well yesterday, pushed to new all-time highs, after hours, then dropped down, and we opened. And then we got this little bit of a spike, and everything seemed okay until all of a sudden everything started to pull in. And the action this morning was just off. When you looked at how names were set up this morning, the last 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday, great money making days, very clear whether we were playing with Crowd or with Zoom or Bounce on Roku or Square. Pick your name we were talking about. They were all really kind of uh, very clear, well defined setups. They were there. They looked at today that didn't have that feeling coming into today. And then as the market started trading, you got this very whippy action, a lot of chop in some names. And then, what happened here, guys, is somebody big decided to start a sell program. And it kind of caught a life of its own. And when it still went, it cut some others, triggered some more sell programs, and had a bunch of stops. And on this candle here, where you see this big spike in volume, and volume was very low coming into this here today, very, very low. What you had was a lack of liquidity. There's just not that many market makers out there anymore. And when you get big selling like this, they get completely overwhelmed. And that's what happened. So we get this big flush, this fast flush. Then we sit here, we go sideways in a bear flag formation. And then slowly we started grinding up and everybody started buying this back slowly until you got up into VWAP and cleared that. And then you pushed up. And here we are with a half hour to go, just off the bounce highs. And put this to perspective. Then you go to your daily chart and you look at the daily chart and you say, okay, Mike, what's going on here? Well, the daily chart, we flushed below the 8-day, came all the way down to this area and reversed, and now we're back above it with a half hour to go into the close. So we'll see how this trades out. There are some other clues going on out here. So first of all, the IWM. Why the IWM? Because it went green. It bounced back. It was leading all the way up, went green, actually came right into the high of the day area, and is closing strong. Nice green bar here. When you look at some other things that are some interesting things to look at today, if there was big fear in this market, the VIX should be up high. Man, that thing tailed off fast. Big yank, continues to push back down towards the 15 area here. What else out there? How about bonds? We should have seen a big spike in bonds. Yeah, we got a spike and they're holding. There's something there. Gold. You would have thought gold would have taken off. No, gold moved earlier. Not much going on there. That move was all mostly earlier in the day today. HYG, which tracks the high yield corporate junk bonds, is actually holding in just fine near all-time highs. And that's usually the first thing to go when the market's going to sell off. So is this over? Nobody really knows, but I'll tell you here that they're not dumping the market. If we close strong, probably we're going to continue to play here. Was there some big time profit taking today? Yes. Some fund took a ton of profits today and did it here. And that's going to happen. So focus on the individual action today. What was out there that was good today? What could you have done today? There was different things. For me, I made a couple trades. I did trade it very tight. I traded Roku very early, made some money on it. Then it came down, bounced off the 200-day area here, off this low candle, actually came right into this candle, bounced off of that at 121 area, and trying to get back above this trend line into the close. If it loses this trend line, could be in trouble. But back above the 200. I made some money on Square today. Okay, nice move here in Square. Popped, yanked, and I caught it for the dip, made some money. You could have traded Twitter today. Twitter dipped back, hammer, went to the highs of the day here, showing strength. Zoom gave a pop on the open. You had to be quick, had to be careful in this one, but holding up, still strong. And really, days like today, you want to focus on the names that are stronger, the names that they come for that are acting better than the market. And they became few and far in between after the dips, but they were out there. Space today was interesting. You look at this candle today, what a wild candle. And, for anybody trading this thing today, it got real wicked real fast. And the only way I could point that out to you is this. You get this big candle here. This candle looked like it was going to go, and it flushed a lot of people out. And then when it rolled here, again, no liquidity. Everybody panic selling. Nobody wants to be caught in this thing when it comes in, right? So look at different things like Twitter. Where could you have bought Twitter today? If you wanted to play with Twitter today, off the low, it flagged here. Maybe when it took out this candle, you could have gotten in, or when it held VWAP here was a good area. That was a nice run on it as well. Square, similar action. I played one of these bounces up into here, got into it. Nice grinding back, green on the day. These are the names you're looking for. You're not looking for names like Apple today, which have showed no strength, right? No strength at all today. Chopped around, weak, not bouncing with the market, underperforming the cues. These are names you want to be careful with. They're not performing well today. Microsoft, same thing, underperforming the cues here. So you want to look for stronger names. Tesla, wild day, gap down, pulled, popped around, filled the gap. One of the gaps it has popped off of it. Was looking at puts through here. The puts weren't really looking like they moved. They never would have worked. And now you're bouncing here into the close after somebody just bought a ton of the weekly 895 calls. Not weekly. Which ones were they, guys? Somebody help me out. The March ones. March. Okay, spent $1.9 million. A nice little order by this guy to go into there. So really, it's about picking your spots and picking what looks good here. Other names didn't care about what this market's doing. So, if you were looking around and looking for something, FedEx today was monstrous. Green all day, strong. If the transports are holding up, chances are this market's not going anywhere, right? That's another one. Costco held in today. Big box retailers, strong, put a new all-time high in. Home Depot just missed an all-time high, closing strong. Same thing with Lowe's, right? Strong. Look at that move today. Target, another name, closing strong here. So bottom line is market sell-off wasn't as bad. It was really led by tech early on. And they really were just rotating out of tech. They were taking profits. So with that said, tomorrow's options expiration, I'm probably going to go home flat and reevaluate the morning, and we'll see what this market wants to do overnight. Thanks, everybody, for listening. I hope you had a great day trading, and I'll catch you guys all mañana.